upper limb disorders. So work-related upper limb disorders, it is included disorders of the body, muscles and joints, tendons and ligaments, nerves and bones, and blood circulation systems. These are the things comes under the work-related upper limb disorders. So whenever you are dealing with these things, your body, and you need to take care of these parts of the bodies, and you need to make sure that there are proper controls has been implemented, and whatever the risk related to the task that need to be identified also. So ergonomics, what is the ergonomic? Ergonomic is the study of the relationship between man, equipment and environment. We can say that it is a interface between the man, machine and environment, because to do the task, we need the people, we need the equipment, and we need the environment. So when these three things will come together, there will be some risk and the hazard will come up. So that is the interface. Why people will come into contact with the different hazards and risks? Because body position in relation to the use of machinery. Because when we use the machinery, that time we will use some awkward posture of our body. Second thing, harmful repetitive work. We need to do the task again and again. Same task, we are repeating that one again and again. Third, we do the manual handling. We have to push it, pull it, lift it. So these are the things we have to do whenever we are doing any task. Principle of ergonomics. Workstation design centers on effective layout of physical objects in relation to work to minimize posture stress and also reaching and manual manipulation of equipment. First, workstation design. If any people they are working on a station, so first of all, the layout of the workstation. The layout is very, very important when the people they have to stand on the workstation or they have to sit on the workstation and they need to do the task. So why the layout is important? Because every time they need to reach, they need to stress their body, they need to change the posture. So they need to do the task repetitively. So if they have to stress every time, that will affect, that will pressure on the body, and that will increase the risk also related to musculoskeletal disorder. Second thing, we have the positioning and design of DSE. DSE is a display screen equipment and other equipment and also lighting to reduce visual stress. Whenever the people they are using the display screen equipment, that time also need to be very, very careful regarding the equipment, regarding the lighting to reduce visual stress. Sometimes what will happen, natural light also that will reflect to the screen also, or the light, the artificial light also that will reflect on the screen, and the person they have to stress too much on the screen to read the words and focus on the work. So these things also increase the risk of musculoskeletal disorder. Third one, we have the organization of tasks over time to reduce possibility of fatigue or injury to parts of the body. Organizing the task. When you are doing some task, when you have to do the task repetitively, you have to organize your task and you have to organize your desk also, so you don't have to stress too much and you don't have to put too much pressure on your body. Organization of task activities including control, supervision, and design of local environment to minimize mental stress. So these are the things will include under the organization. Economics ill health effects. What are the economic ill health effects will come up? The economics ill health effects are physical stress on the body, back pain, and certain other effects will come up. Visual problems due to excess brightness. People can't see properly. They need to stress on the eyes. Mental stress. Every time they have to do the work because of the visual problems or physical stress, that will affect the mental stress also. Work-related upper limb disorders and musculoskeletal disorders. These are the ill health effects of ergonomics. Then we have the symptoms. What are the symptoms related to the ergonomics? So, whenever the person they are affected, they are exposed to ergonomics, they will get some ill health effects, and because of these ill health effects, they will give some symptoms. Symptoms like pain, lack of joint movement, joint between the finger, these finger joints, or any body joints, that will be the less movement. Soft tissues will start to soil, then symptoms may have slow onset. After that, adaptation to task affects other parts of the body. Acute stage rapidly proceeds to chronic stage. Acute stage, like sometime the swelling or sometime the pain will come, and after then that will go. But again, it will come and go, and it will proceed to chronic stage. In the chronic stage, it will be very severe. Who is affected by work-related upper limb disorders? Well, mainly, these are the people, they are at the higher risk of work-related upper limb disorders. Example, keyboard operators and office staffs. Whoever, the person who's operating the keyboards every day on their day-to-day tasks, and office staff, because they have to use the keyboards and they have to work with the system also. So they are at the higher risk. Second thing, assembly line workers, because they have to do assemble, they are working, they are standing and they are assembling, and repetitively they have to use their hands. After that, slaughterhouse staff and supermarket checkout staff. Supermarket checkout staff also, they are at higher risk because every time they have to lift the small items also, big items also. They need to do the scanning. They need to scan the barcode also. They need to do the billing also. They need to type the amount also. They need to use the credit card, debit card, or cash notes also. Certain other tasks they have to do repetitively during their shift. So these are the people, they are at the higher risk of work-related upper limb disorders. Specific health problems. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Other upper limb disorders are brucellosis, epicondylitis, occupational cramp of the hand, tendonitis, tenosynovitis, and ulnar neuritis, and thoracic outlet syndrome. So this is the carpal tunnel syndrome. Here you can see that area of pain and numbness. So in this area, numbness will start and it will start to pain also. This is the median nerve. So this is one, the median nerve, and transverse carpal ligament. This is the one. After that, specific health problems, anatomy of the back. This is the anatomy of the back, our back, and these are the certain parts of our back. Some other ill health effects are hand-arm vibration syndrome. Whenever the people they are using any small tools or big tools, they will come into expose of hand-arm vibration syndromes, fatigue-related disorders, eye problems usually caused by excessively bright light. They can't see properly. They need to stress on their eyes to see the things properly. That will cause eye strain, inflammation, blurred vision, headaches, and vertigo, fatigue. Economic risk factor, the environment key problem areas, illumination and contrast of general lighting, glare, flickering light, temperature, humidity. These are the environment related things that will cause and that will increase the risk of work related upper limb disorders. So whenever you are maintaining the environment, you need to make sure that illumination should be proper and that should be checked also, and the communication should be done with the staff also, and consultation should be done with the staff also. Whoever the staff is going to use that particular area, their staff should be consulted also. After that, glare, you need to check about the glare also, natural lighting, artificial lighting, all these things need to be checked. And there should not be any item that can reflect, the light should not be reflect on some item. It will directly, light will go and that will reflect also, and that can cause other light related stress also to the people and mental stress. Flickering light, temperature, area temperature where the people they work, that temperature also need to be maintained also, because the temperature will affect the person to working capacity, and they need to stress on their mental health, and the body pressure, body will go under pressure, and their work rate will go down also if the temperature is not maintained, if the temperature is very high. And the humidity also, because of the humidity, people their temperature and humidity, people will start to lose their water from their body, and they will start to excessive sweat, and that will cause the fatigue, and certain other heat related problems will come up. So temperature and humidity should be maintained. And factors. The equipment key factors are physical characteristics of the equipment itself, physical manipulation, encouraging poor posture, position in relation to worker requiring bending, reaching down, reaching up. The equipments, that is the key factors, need to check that physical characteristic of the equipment, physical manipulation, and encouraging poor posture. So to use that particular equipment, do we need to get proper posture, or the posture required some unacceptable posture? So those postures also need to be checked. After that, position in relation to worker. When the worker, they need to do some task, what kind of posture they need to adopt? Whether they need to bending frequently, whether they need to reaching down frequently or reaching up frequently, what are the tasks they are doing? These things need to be checked also. Display screen equipment terminology. What is a display screen equipment? Any alphanumeric display screen regardless of the display process involved, that is a display screen equipment. Who is the user? An employee who habitually use display screen equipment as a significant part of their working day. They are the user. What is an operator? A self-employed user called operator. Ill health effects related to the display screen equipment. Suggested ill health effects: work-related upper limb disorder, temporary eye strain, fatigue and stress, and facial dermatitis, radiation, photosensitivity, epilepsy. So these are the things are related with the display screen equipment. Radiation, photosensitivity, why? Because we have to use the photocopies also, photocopy machine also, there is the radiation also, and photosensitivity, epilepsy also. So these are the things will cause health effects to the user. Fatigue and stress, continuously people, they need to look to the monitor, they need to look the display, and that will cause stress also. Temporary eye strain, eye will start to pain. So these things will come up due to continuous use of display screen equipment. Effects related to display screen equipment, what does DSE include? It includes equipment, it includes the environment and interface of computer and user. Display screen equipment workstation. So the workstation should be managed properly, and the workstation layout should be managed properly, and the risk assessment need to be conducted related to the display screen workstation. Interaction of user and equipment. Chairs should be adjustable, and footrest should be there as per the height of the people. After that, screens, adjustability, concentration and constructions, and glare need to be checked for the screen. Keyboard should be adjustable, construction also. These are the things need to be checked. Work surface area, document holders to keep the documents beside the people. They don't have to frequently sit down, and frequently they need to change the movements. Environment, need to check the space. What is the space of the table where the people they are using the DSC? What is the lighting? The light environment. And noise, is the area is noisy or not? So heat, what is the temperature of the area? What is the humidity of that area? After that, software includes ergonomics. So it is the things, and these are the things which is included in the display screen equipment, and this is the good example of good posture whenever we are using a DSC. Optimum workstation setup. Whenever you are setting the workstation, you need to check these things. Screen height adjustable so that the monitor top is level with the eyes, giving a 15 to 20-degree drop in vision. So you need to check the person height and the height of the screen. Distance should be from the man eyes, from the people eyes, 35 to 60 centimeter distance should be there. It should not be too much close. So these are the things you need to check. The space in front of the keyboard to wrist support should be there. It should not be too much close to the edge of the table. After then, shoulder relaxed and upper arm vertical. Set height so that forearms are approx horizontal. 5-star base, adjustable seat height and backrest. Lower back support at back height. So lower back support at the back height should be there also. 5-star base. So 5-star base wheel should be there and it should be adjustable. A footrest may be required to minimize pressure on the underside of the thigh. So footrest also should be provided. The screen glare and reflection should be minimized. The screen able to tilt and swell. Keyboard detachable with facilities to tilt. Depth of the desktop 60 centimeter and where worktop height approx 60 centimeter from the floor. So these are the things we need to make sure that we are keeping and we are managing whenever we are providing any workstation setup to the people. DSC assessment, how you have to do the display scan equipment assessment. Workstation assessment, when you are doing minimum standard for the equipment and environment relate to screen, keyboard, desk, chair and footrest need to be checked. The things which I shown you just now. Space, what is the space in the on the table? Light, what is the lighting level? Reflection and glare, noise in the area, heat and humidity. So the radiation also. So these are the things need to be checked for the display scan equipment assessment. Preventive and precautions measure. How you can prevent and what are the precaution measures you can adopt. First of all, engineering controls, physical layout. Second thing, systems of work, planning, work routine, regular breaks. So people should not work continuously. If you've seen that people, they are working continuously, they are sitting on the chair, they are continuously working with the computer and any display skin equipment, you need to tell them that they should take break. And breaks should be frequent also. Task or job rotation that should be rotated with the worker. Work sharing, extension of job responsibilities. Example, the same task not performed repeatedly. So avoid to do the repetitive task. Limitation of overtime work. Do not allow the worker to do the overtime wherever they are doing the repetitive task or wherever the people they are in risk with the work related upper limb disorders. Individual measures. Information and training should be provided. Incorrect use of equipment and software, and what are the risks and hazards related to the upper limb disorders and what are the control measures are available. Eye test and spectacles should be at cost of employer. Eye test should be done also, and if there is a requirement of spectacles, that should be and that should be take also by the employees, and if it is suitable, employer can bear the cost of these things, eye test and spectacles. So that's all for our